Hi guys, it's Kristen at home, and today's challenge is going to be making a Thanksgiving inspired meal that we're going to have for supper tonight. And I'm going to try to make a Thanksgiving meal for my family of 4, so I'm just feeding 4 people for $10 or less. You usually see me doing a daily dinner meal for $5 or less. Today we're doing a Thanksgiving meal, and we are doing it for under $10. My total was $9.89. The ingredients are a box of yellow cake mix, a box of imperial margarine that we're going to use. Most of our things that we're using call for butter and water to be mixed in, but the margarine is less expensive. So we're going to use that in place of butter. I have a brown gravy packet. I have a cornbread stuffing box. So that's all of these here. And I have a box of the Great Value mashed potatoes. These aren't the envelopes, this is the box. And then I also have I had a pound of cranberries, but I already have started those. I put them into my crock pot here. I rinsed them off. I rinsed the whole pound off in the sink with the strainer, and I picked out any ones that looked kind of weird. For instance, if you ever have seen grapes start to get kind of yucky, I had maybe 3 out of the whole pound that I threw away of my cranberries. Then I put the rinsed cranberries into the crock pot with 1 cup of cold water, and I put them on high for 2 hours. So that is all of the ingredients for our $9.89. Kristen of the future back, because the final ingredient that I forgot to show at the beginning is that we do indeed have turkey. I did the carving board Oscar Mayer turkey. This is in the deli section, but it is a thicker cut of turkey, so it's not like a thin shaved deli meat style. It is what they call their carving board style, so it's much thicker. But I am just going to warm this up in the pan that I make the gravy in after I've made the gravy. So it'll get heated through and it'll have our brown gravy on it. And this will be our turkey for our meal. And if you're wondering how we kept a Thanksgiving dinner under $10, this is how, by using this as turkey instead of buying a whole turkey. Okay, this is our Thanksgiving dinner for under $10. We have the turkey that was the Oscar Mayer deli carving board cut, so it is thicker. You can see they are thicker slices. Our brown gravy packet, our box of mashed potatoes, which I made the whole box, which is probably about double what I really would need for this meal for the 4 of us, but we'll eat the leftovers, so it's fine that I made it. I have the cornbread stuffing, and then we have our dump cake. So the gravy was made according to package directions. The stuffing was made according to the package directions. Those both just this called for water, this called for water and margarine melted. I just warmed our turkey cuts up in the skillet after I made the gravy, so it helped kind of brown and give some flavor from the remnants of the gravy onto the turkey. And then for the potatoes, I made according to the box directions for water and margarine, but when it came to the milk, I also substituted water for the milk, but the same amount. And then we have our cranberries with our yellow cake mix on top. We did not make the cake mix according to the box directions. What we did is we did our cranberries in a crock pot with 1 cup of cold water for 2 hours on high. Then I drained the liquid off the cranberries and smashed them and then put them in the bottom of the pan after I greased it with some margarine. Then we dumped our yellow cake mix on top evenly, and I used 2 full sticks of margarine across the top, and then I baked it at 350 for 40 minutes until the margarine had all melted and basically baked the cake mix as a crumble on top. So that is our meal, Thanksgiving meal for 4 people for under $10.